What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your weekend astrology horoscope for the weekend of August 24th and the 25th of 2024. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all very much. I hope you had a good week. Hope you're ready for the weekend. We're going to have a nice exalted moon, getting some trines. Trines are nice. So there's definitely some good things. Let's break it. Let's break her down, if you will. Exalted moon in Taurus, not making any crazy aspects on Saturday. Definitely kind of just chilling over here in exaltation. So there's could be a high emphasis on taking care of ourselves, doing things that make us feel good, maybe treating ourselves to something nice. We don't want to go overboard with certain things because there is still the Venus-Mars square. So like we don't want to go above our means, right? And then start stressing ourselves out about money or something crazy, right? But at the same time, what can you do to kind of take care of yourself on Saturday? How can you rest if you need to? Nurture yourself if you need to. Definitely things like that are very positive, especially when you're kind of like taking it because like Black Moon Lilith's right there too at 11 Virgo. So there's that nice trine midday, which is also nice to see. Just kind of like I think feeling empowered by doing things that feel good and nurturing and positive for our self-worth and our values. These are just things that are going to help out greatly. And then by the end of the day, the moon's going to sextile Saturn, which I think too is like it's almost saying like you have to be the boss right now. You got to do things that make you feel good. If it doesn't make you feel good, if it feels like it's spiritually impure, how is it going to correlate to your day-to-day life, to reality? Probably not very good. So you better be mature and do the things that you know you need to do to feel good within so that you can have good without maybe overdoing, the without stuff. There's also this thing too where like just trying to grab something outside of yourself, be it spending to feel better. Mars, Venus, and square is still gonna not be like the best thing. It might feel good for a second, but then it could like lead to stress with Venus in Virgo and the Sun in Virgo, and like, oh, should I have? Well, that all depends. I'm not here to tell you if you should or shouldn't, but those are, repercussions of certain things. So we got to be responsible with how we take care of ourselves. I think that is beneficial. If we are, we're going to see the fruits of that responsibility we took pay off. Other than that, like the sun's really coming off that yod and that quincunx to Pluto and the quincunx to Neptune, and kind of like, okay, saw some things here. Mercury retrograde shown us some things. There could be a lot of empowering sort of understanding. It's like there's been some good data collected. And now, again, don't stress over the data. Do the necessary steps to, get better results from the data. Strengthen the things that are working. Double down on things that you want to make changes for that are positive in your life and purifying. And then also, cut out the things and let certain things dissolve and transform that are no longer bringing purity into your life. They're just bringing more of something you don't want. So we want to be conscious of that as well. Also, Venus is starting to trine, this weekend pretty tightly over to Uranus. So as we look at Sunday, we're going to see Venus come to 25 degrees in a 2-degree orb, and we're seeing the moon meet with Uranus and make that trine over to Venus too. So pretty good like energy here, like definitely still trying to understand how to purify a little bit and like how to get what we want, but realizing it takes some effort, it takes some work, but also realizing if we feel good about ourselves, it's easy to do the extra work because we want to reap the reward and we want to put that necessary effort in if it feels good to us. Likewise, it's almost like it's kind of time for a weird shift, and not in such a forceful, abrasive way as the squares have been to Uranus, but in a more like, I'm going to liberate myself because it feels good. And the moon meeting with Uranus definitely can bring some uncertainty to the day or emotional volatility, but at the same time, it can help us disconnect a little bit from maybe the safety of certain things that we don't value to get into the excitement of, expanding and going out into what's going to bring more value, or trying new things, or experimenting with the data collected, if you will. So pretty positive there. The moon is going to also square over to Mercury on Sunday, and I think this does bring up questions. Like, Mercury's going really slow. On Sunday, we're just, a day away. Not a day, I'm sorry. A degree away. 3 days away from the 28th, where Mercury will station direct. But Mercury's going to station at 21 degrees, which we will see it hit by the end of Sunday. So definitely coming into that stationary point, and the moon squaring it can kind of activate a lot of the past, month of kind of what data has been uncovered, understanding how to empower ourselves, how to be courageous, how to love ourselves, and use that in a liberating fashion. Use that in a way that's like, gosh, maybe I want more data, but maybe I have enough. And I think that we want to be in a place where we trust ourselves enough right now to be willing to experiment a little bit. And it can just be like little tests. It doesn't have to be the full thing. It's still Mercury retrograde. Like, let's at least wait till Mercury comes direct on the 28th before we just completely jump ship on some things. But at the same time, if you feel like you need to do it, I mean, I feel like there is that energy on this weekend where it's like, okay, you know what, I'm ready. I'm ready. And there's something about trusting yourself right now that's very important too, because that is liberating in itself. Regardless of the outcome, you can kind of look back and say you trusted yourself. And then, you can also take accountability for certain lessons learned, and things of that nature. The moon will finish off the day coming into Gemini, but first it's going to sextile over to Neptune in Pisces, which I think can just bring a really nice sort of a Novocaine effect, if you will, to Sunday night. Like, definitely seeing things more beautifully, feeling things. It can feel, I don't know, kind of like topsy-turvy throughout the day, but then at the same time, it mellows out, and it's like, this feels good. And then we come into Gemini by the evening, and it's like, okay, now I'm really mentally stimulated, and my emotions feel it, and I have a lot to say, and I want to, get the ball rolling on some things. So all in all, I like this weekend. I like that the moon's exalted. I like that we're making good aspects to the planets in Virgo. Even the square to Mercury, I think, is getting us some emotional understanding, but also Uranus is there to give us that objectivity and kind of look outside the box. And I think not be afraid of adventure or change, but to embrace that, because you can kind of emotionally detach from certain things that might feel safe, but they're actually not that safe, or they're not making you feel that great. So, a lot of objectivity. Could be some emotional mental confusion, but I think that's really just trying to activate some kind of emotional determination to liberate, if you will. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the astro for this weekend. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Appreciate and love you very much. Yeah, channel's been growing. Views are up. I'm super stoked. You guys always leave great comments. I love looking through the comments. I was laughing just at the comments, and it had nothing to do with what was said there, but I was just thinking, like, I have to have the cleanest comment section in YouTube history. Like, there's no trolls. Everybody's like vibing. Everybody's so positive. It just like blows my mind. Like, there's no hater. Like, that's like, what? How is that even possible in today's, like, I mean, I know it's a smaller channel, but sometimes we get up to 60 comments a day and stuff, and it's like every single one is like a positive one. It's like, this is kind of crazy, but also extremely rewarding to connect and relate with you all. So that's cool too. I don't know, little reflections that I've had recently, and yeah. Also, my schedule is going to be opening up a lot more than it has been, and I'm going to have room for reading. So if you'd like to book a reading, there's a link. I guess it's not a link, but if you look in the description of the video, you can reach out via email, and we can get you booked. I do charge $300 an hour for a reading. A lot of people, that's the first thing they ask, and I don't have that like clarified anywhere at the moment because my website is a hot mess. And that's going to be something I'm going to dial in over this Virgo season as well, is my website. It's sloppy. So that's coming soon too, but yeah. Look forward to hopefully hearing from some of you on that, and just overall gratitude for being here, and appreciate you all. So I value you guys very much as we got this moon in Taurus. You guys are amazing for my own self-worth, to know that what I'm doing and putting effort and value into is providing value to others as well. Card of the day is the Knight of Pentacles upright. Card of the weekend, I suppose, is what it really is. I don't know. Picking his nose in his car. He's got his teddy bear. Talk about a little sloppy. Where are you going, buddy? You're stuck in a lot of traffic, it looks like. He's going for it, though. So, maybe we're going for the gold this weekend. Moon in Taurus, digging for gold is the old picking a booger analogy. So I think we're kind of on this little hunt right now to kind of get through some mess in life and keep pushing forward for what is going to give us that gold, and maybe doing it in our own way, liberating in some ways, and like maybe not worrying about the car stuck next to us in traffic that's watching us pick our booger. Like maybe that doesn't really matter because it's important for us to get that booger out. Use that metaphor as you want, but like what is important for you in your life right now to go for, and how do you get to that this weekend, or at least get some like thought and emotion and intention and maybe some action in that direction. We also got the sun. God, I never pull the sun card. Oh my God, it's upright too. I do. I like this weekend a lot. I feel like it just has the potential for like a lot of really like happy energy, really like, especially if you're like doing things that nurture you, mind, body, soul, that feel good, taking care of yourself. Like I just feel like you're gonna feel kind of free to be you and to just be happy. And there's always something in life that's trying to pull us away from happiness, but I think if you kind of stay in your lane and stick to what's going to make you feel good, then there's no other option to come out the other side of this weekend just feeling good and pure and bright and vibrant. So I love you all very much. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you all on Monday. Much love. Peace.